Hi traders, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all of you are doing good. I'm so sorry I was not able to post my videos for last 2 weeks as I was busy with some work and also with my new flat coming up. So forgive me for that. And this week we'll start analyzing Bank Nifty and let's see what Bank Nifty is telling us on multiple time frames. And we will also try to find out stocks which we can use for our portfolio. So let's get started. Uh, So this is a Bank Nifty chart. Let me take out all these trend lines. Let me go to a monthly time frame and let's start analyzing this from this level. All these lines, what you see, are basically the support and level lines on a 3-minute time frame, which are appearing here. So let's see what is the trend of the market. Trend of the market is uptrend, and let me show you. Uh, Okay, so we have got our tool now. So let me show you the pattern on a monthly time frame. See, this is called as RBI. What is RBI? It's not Reserve Bank of India. It is a red bar ignored. Whenever you see in a trend on a VWAP or just near the 20 period moving average, if you see a green bar and a red bar and a green bar forming, this setup is called as a red bar ignore setup. Okay, so what you need to identify is identify this setup, and anything crossing this high is a buy. This is a buy setup. So if you're a monthly player, then you could have actually bought this and taken this entire ride up here. And still the momentum is on. We don't know till which level it is going to go because it's already cleared this previous level and then it has taken a retracement onto this previous level as a support. So I am expecting this to further go up, but let's see how is the market doing. Are we getting good volumes or not is what we need to see. RSI is about 61. So let's go to a different time frame and see. Whenever there is a change in the trend always comes on the lower time frame and then it translates onto a higher time frame. Okay, so now here you can see market was facing stiff resistance at these levels. All narrow range bars have formed. This was a decent bar, but this again a narrow range bar, and you can see this is a weekly super trend the way the market is taken as support. So people, super trend always works. This is another indication. As you can see, it always dips at the super trend, and if the candle doesn't close below this, and I'm telling you, if a green candle forms here just crossing this high, you go and buy. You go and buy. There's no other thinking. You just go and buy, and your stop loss will be here. If you are a weekly trader, this is going to be on a long run, and you have to go and buy. That will be a setup. Your loss will be this much if you trade on a weekly basis. Okay, now let's look at our daily time frame. Daily time frame. So this was a candle which gave a dip here. The volume was not great, but if you want to identify what was this level, you can clearly see this was the previous area of resistance, now which has acted as a support. If you look left further, you will understand how big was the level. See, the price has spent so much of time on this level previously. 1 2 3, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 times it has spent time here as a resistance. Now that has become a strong support zone. So the market has bounced from this level, and then we have got a next candle which is above this closure, which is also a bullish sentiment. But for now, let us assume the trend is downtrend only, and what is the kind of pullback you can see? The pullback can be into this zone, this super trend level. Okay, if we get a candle of rejection here, and another candle taking this candle's low, then we can definitely go for a short entry. Market can come down again till here, which is the next level of support in this area, and then it can bounce from this level. If not, if the super trend is break, then definitely you can expect the market to be here for some time and then move higher than this level. So there are two possibilities which we have to be prepared. So in market, if you want to survive, you have to survive with a proper rule-based technique only. Otherwise, you will not be able to survive. Always have a risk to reward defined strategy, which is a hedge strategy mostly, so that you are rest assured that if you lose X amount, you will gain X amount. But do not try to just get a scalp and try to win that, because that is a very risky trading, and you need to have a greater kind of psychological control over your mind. Only then you can do that kind of scalp. So what I am talking about, let me try to explain you in detail on a lower time frame. So for any kind of a scalpers, this can be an entry point and this can be an exit point. This can be an entry point, this can be an exit point. Entry point, exit point. Entry point, above this high, exit point. Above this narrow range candle or a bottoming tail candle, breaking the high is an exit. Entry point and exit point. So Friday, this was a complete sideways market, and if you're following a trend trading system, then you could have lost it big time in this. So try to keep it, or if people have sold a straddle, they could have made money easily along the VWAP, because the price was just above and below the VWAP. So this was about Banknifty. Let's try to identify divergence on RSI and see if we are able to make any conclusion about it. So let's see if we are able to find any divergence. See this point, this was the first point, this was high, this was the next point, and this was higher high actually. But here, if you see, there is a divergence. Okay, the market went up, but this went down. So this was a shorting operation. Where do you see any other divergence? There is no divergence here. This was one example. Let's go to a different day and see if we are able to get a divergence. Oh yes, we have got one. See this. This was a high. This was higher than this high. But here, this was lower than this high. So there was a divergence. From there, market came down to here. Then again, it formed a new high. Here again, we have noticed already this divergence we have spoken about. So like that, you can take divergence trades which are mostly profitable. Mostly, that means the accuracy will be about more than 70% is what you can say. This is a clear divergence. You can see this was a low, this was a lower low, right? This was a low, and was this a lower low? No, right? See the divergence. Can you see this? This can actually tell you that there is a divergence in the market. Let's go a little forward. Let's see on a different time frame if we can able to find out a much bigger. Okay, understand. I hope you have understood the concept. Wherever the market forms a low and a lower low, RSI should also be low and lower low. If there is any difference, like this is a low and the next low is appearing higher in RSI, that is called as divergence. So keep that rule in the mind and try to find trades basis that. That will be a confirmation entry along with all the things what you use, like normal price action, or if you're using a super trend or a VWAP plus RSI will give you more accurate results. So let's go and find out if we can see any kind of weekly super trend entries for us in our scanner. So we don't find any bullish stocks for this week in futures, but if you want to check in cash, let's see. Cash, we have these many stocks which are appearing above the super trend, but I wouldn't suggest you to go for these stocks. These are pretty risky stocks. So usually I always go for futures. And any ETFs appearing this? Let's see. No ETFs. Gold ETFs and ETFs which are index based ETFs are the best things for you to invest for long term. Whenever you have cash, free cash, always try to put it in gold ETFs or index ETFs. That can give you a bigger benefit in longer term. Why index ETFs? Because the index is always managed. Because the kind of stocks which are available in index, they keep changing as per the performance of that stock. If the stock is not performing, the company results are bad. So those will be chucked out of the index and new stocks will be added which are performing. So understand this logic that index is always going to be going higher only. So whenever you get a dip in index, you always try to invest in that. That is my only suggestion for you to become rich in the next 5 to 6 years. So let's see if we can find out any more stocks. Which are giving us an entry. So I will go to my stock layout where I have all the Nifty 50 stocks. It's loading now. Yes. So we have our stocks here on a daily way. Okay, this gives me a clear idea about how things are moving. This is on Asian Paints. It is giving you a bullish entry. Okay, so this is a bullish entry for us on Asian. Whenever 20, 200 and are closed, that's the time we should go long on any stock. So this is a buy. Axis Bank is going to come down for some more period. Bajaj Auto is not giving an entry. Bajaj Finance is at a previous close level, which is at a strong level, and this is also a good entry point, but we have to wait because there is a resistance at this level. Bajaj Finance also same. Aarti Airtel is that should cross above this high, only then you can take an entry. BPCL, it's again consolidating. Britannia is at sideways. Cipla is in a consolidation phase. Coal India is also in a consolidation. Dr. Reddy's is in a downtrend. This has crossed these two and it's come to this level, so it's kind of a short entry for us. Asia Motors is definitely coming down till 2348. You can watch out for this level. This is again a consolidation level. Gale can take a bounce from here, but it's going to take some time. Grasim is one stock, guys, which has been constantly performing. And look at the graph. It's still running into an uptrend, and it's still a good buy above this high 1405. You can still add. You can still go further up from here. Grasim is a good buy. HCL Tech still consolidating. The peak has formed. From there, the second peak has not formed, so we have to wait. HDFC Bank, it can come down for the consolidation phase. HDFC Bank, both are in the same phase now. Hero Motocorp is giving a downward direction, downward trend. It can come down further from here. Be watchful if you have exit from this Hero Motocorp stock. And this is a good bullish sign which Hindalco has given. You can definitely go long on this. This stock has been down for years, consolidated at this level, and finally it broke this level and it is moving up. Now, after testing everybody's patience, it started moving up. So this is a very good buy if anybody wants to invest. Hindalco is a good bet. Hindustan Unilever, this is not closed above this high, which I would wait and watch. ICICI Bank is in a downtrend. IndusInd Bank is in a downtrend. Indus Towers downtrend, consolidation. Infi can be in consolidation, yes. You have to wait for a big green candle to make the stock move higher. That can be your indication. IOC is consolidating, is at this level. ITC, no point in investing this stock. AW Steel, this is a very good stock which is running further. I think steel stocks are overperforming these days. It's already crossed its previous high, 424, 445. So now it's a time for you to actually invest in this. It's a very good. So Hindalco and JSW Steel, both the companies, you can choose whichever you want to invest. Showing a negative bias, so it was a trap. Let's see where it moves up. But Reliance is a stock where you can always get an entry. SBI is also falling. Sun Pharma is in a consolidation phase. So I don't see any major stock apart from steel, which is looking very bullish. So steel sector is a sector which you need to invest. So I'm sure TCS, all IT stocks are in consolidation. TechM is also in consolidation. Titan is giving you a bullish signal, but be watchful on this. It's in a consolidation phase. Any candle moving out of this phase can give you a good entry. Ultratech Cement is again, you have to wait for an indication to go long on this. This is a very good bull trend. UPL is not giving an entry. BDL is giving an entry because it's again steel sector. Vedanta, definitely try on this. Wipro, IT companies are going down. Yes Bank, I don't have any hopes on this one. At 14 rupees. Z is also consolidating. So that's it, guys. I think steel sector is the hot sector now where you can invest for further up move. And please please do subscribe and share this knowledge with all your friends, and click on the notification button so that you can keep getting the updates whenever I roll out a fresh video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.